It's the Sunday Chronicle on Stacks 92. It's the Sunday Chronicle. We gon' give the news and keep you up to date. From crimes to the politics, you gon' know what's up around your way. We give 2 thumbs up to everyone out here doing their thing. We gon' show mad love to all the ones working hard in communities. It's the Sunday Chronicle.
Good morning and welcome to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Giannis Jackson, coming to you from Stacks 92.1. This is the platform for the community because community knows what community needs. I'd like to thank you for being here one more Sunday, and I'm very excited today. My guest, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. Her name is Anna, and she has not only a business, but she just has a very well-rounded background. But I know her best from Better Than Yours Designs. And not only does she make t-shirts, but she designs all types of things. She designs t-shirts, earrings, hats, apparel. That's what I should say, apparel, right? And she's even going into fanny packs, right? And we're going to talk more about that later, right? But in the meantime, let me give her the floor here. Anna from Better Than Yours Designs, welcome. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Giannis. I appreciate it.
All right.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay, well, tell the audience a little bit about you, your background, and what brought you here to this point where you are today with the T-shirts and the different things that you're doing in the community.
All right, awesome. Well, our company started about 2.5 years ago. My daughter, the artist Sketchatoons, that's with an exclamation point at the end, drew a picture of me. That's now our logo for our company. We are fully family operated. Everything is created by me and my family. The kids all have jobs. The old man has a job. The old man's actually who came up with our business name. I used to do nails, and he came up with Better Than Yours because how catchy would it be if you went up to somebody and said, "Who did your nails?" They're like, "Better Than Yours." And I was like, oh, yes.
That is a good name. And I just love, so your daughter drew that little cartoon.
Yes.
And I just love that little cartoon. I'd look at those cards and I said, that must be her. That's her right there on that card.
Yep, that's me when I had long hair. So yeah.
Okay. And I did meet you long hair, pre-haircut. But I think like maybe a couple weeks later, you went short.
Yeah, I went short after I got the 3rd-degree burns on my hand.
Oh, my goodness. It was from a candle, right?
Yep, a gel candle.
A gel candle.
Yep, caught on fire in my hand, so my whole thumb was on fire. And that didn't stop me, though, because I went and did a pop-up shop 2 days later.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
It got on your hand. Okay, I'm not going to get into that because I just, oh, goodness. But how you doing now?
Oh, good. I can bend it and everything.
You can bend it, and did you have to go to like physical therapy and stuff?
I haven't made it to physical therapy yet, but yeah.
It's fully functional.
Mm-hmm.
That is good, and I'm glad that you're okay because I saw that post about that, and I know you said something about gel candles, and you just said it just sparked up out of nowhere.
Yeah, the whole wax caught on fire, and then it like spilled on my hand. But because the wax was still on fire, my hand was literally on fire.
Oh my gosh! So you tried to move it, or did it?
Yeah,
I tried when you were lighting it when you.
Nope, I was trying to move it because it was on carpet and on a wooden table, so I didn't want the glass to break any further than what it already had. Oh. And when I moved it, I made it all the way to my bathroom, and that's when it like jumped out the candle.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was not good.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're okay now. I'm glad because I know that must have been quite the situation there. So I'm glad you're okay, and we're going to talk a little bit about Better Than Yours Designs. Tell me a little bit about that. I know you went through the LEAP program, correct?
Yes, I did. I was in cohort 3. So I was with, oh goodness, so many great people. Everything is Cheesecake, Red Bike Delivery were actually in my group. So that was really cool. It was like being in a group with celebrities for me because I'm like, oh my gosh, like you guys are in the paper and everything. And then a couple months later, I'm in the paper and it was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the paper too.
Yeah.
You know?
I was so excited for all of the new business owners coming through those programs. I just want to, give you, I applaud you for doing that and just having the experiences that you've had and opening storefronts and doing pop-up shops, and just there seems to just be a rebirth of entrepreneurship, not only in this community, but I just see it all over. I see it in many places. So tell me about like the pop-up shops and how those came about.
Well, we were, our company actually had a store in Jackson, Michigan for a little while.
Okay.
And we were doing pop-up shops with other people, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, okay, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this. And there we went. So we've been hosting pop-up shops for over a year and a half now.
Yeah. They're growing too, aren't they?
They are. So now we have our Moonlit Market every Friday from 6 p.m. to 11.
Oh, wow.
And we have vendors come set up. We're going to have...
Is one coming up? Or no, did you have one last week?
No, every Friday. So we'll have one this Friday.
Okay.
Our big one's going to be our Day of the Dead pop-up, which is going to be October 28th.
And where do you usually have them? Downtown?
Nope, they're at Ray of Light Hair Studio.
Ray of Light. And that's on West Saginaw, right? In front of the... Is
Nope.
that the building?
It's right there on Pennsylvania across from Saddleback Slice. Because that's where we're located now. We rent space in there, so it's me with Better Than Yours Designs, and we customize the 170 plus items.
Okay.
Ray of Light Hair Studio that does the yoni steam, the facials, massages, and all that good stuff.
Yes.
And then Ashley Deering that does braids. So you got a whole collaborative of hardworking women.
That's nice.
That just, and it's all positivity. Like, I wasn't expecting other people to work like I do, because some of the other businesses I deal with don't go as hard as I do. So when I go in there late at night, I'm like thinking I'm going to be in there alone, and I walk in and they're both there, and I'm like, oh, so you guys are like me.
Yeah. And I see like such a sense of camaraderie with the pop-up shops. Like I see not only yours, but there are several groups within the Lansing area. And then I see like now people are like combining them, and they're huge, right?
Yep. We actually, Raina at Ray of Light had wanted to do pop-ups, and I was doing them when we had the storefront on Saginaw. And she was already coming to me like, hey, why don't we collaborate? And now that I'm there, it's like, well, let's make this as big as we can make it. So we're actually going to have drag shows come out and perform on Friday night sometimes.
Okay.
Last Sunday, we had a drag show at the pop-up. So we're just going to try to bring more community in. We lowered our price, so it's just $25 to be a vendor.
Okay.
Because we want to give them the opportunity to grow their business.
And that's really a great thing that there is a platform for aspiring entrepreneurs, and you can come together and mentor and each other and just chat about what goes well, what would you like to do better, those types of things, huh?
That, what you just said, that's exactly why, because I couldn't figure it in my head when I was saying it, but that's why I started doing them. Because I had done so many pop-ups to where you get there and they don't talk to you. They don't explain things to you. They don't help you with your setup. If you're new to this, you don't know how to set up your table to where you're going to get the best views. So when you do a show with me, I help you set up your table. I come over and I help you, with your display. I, advise you what you need. If you don't have weights for your canopy, I talk to you about that, give you pointers, stuff like that, because helping somebody else grow their brand or get better views on their products isn't taking away from me.
Right. And that's good that you know that. I mean, because when you operate in that spirit, I just believe that it will do so much more. You go so much further. Now, I want to kind of rewind there. You said something about drag parties, drag queens, and whatnot. I want to talk about that, right? I didn't know that until today, until you told me, because I'm thinking Coco Caliente was this group, right? And I'm like, oh, do they sing in Spanish or what? What's going on? And I saw you on Facebook, and I was like, okay, she looks great. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to come out and see her group perform, right? So anyway, we're going to go to a break, and we're going to talk about Coco Caliente, because I was like, okay, that's hot. So let's talk about it. And so before we go to break, let me do a quick station ID. This is the Sunday Chronicle that you're listening to. I'm your host, Giannis Jackson, coming to you from Stacks 92.1. This is the community platform because community knows what community needs, and we'll be right back after this.
I'm the type to dance to her very own beat. Ask me where I am, probably somewhere singing. Around my way, they call me Jingle Queen because I sing about everything. Like just do it Nike, have it your way Burger King. Snap, crackle, pop, go Rice Krispies. Maybe it's me. You should call me the Jingle Queen when you're in need of dope melodies. You should call the Jingle Queen when you're in need. You should call me the Jingle Queen. Oh, you should call the Jingle Queen.
www.laurepen.com. That's LAUREPEN.com. And welcome back to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Giannis Jackson, and I'm coming to you from Stacks 92.1. This is the community platform because community knows what community needs. Today, our special guest is Anna. And I know, like, do you mind can you say your last name?
Escobedo.
Okay. All right, because I wanted to hear that because I'm like, oh, that sounds like all exotic. Say the whole name.
Ana Escobedo.
Okay. Oh, see, I wanted you to do Spanish accent. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, I'm goofy. Let me stop. Okay. So back to these shows, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me about that because I didn't know.
I am one of Lansing's first few female cisgendered drag queens. My drag queen name is Coco Caliente. I am with the House of Manifestation. Wow. So I'm in a whole drag queen house. I have a drag queen mother.
Wow, I didn't. So you have mothers. So it's like a tribe.
Basically, yeah.
Really?
I'm in a house with Aurora Manifesto and Amari Manifesto.
See, this shows me how much I don't know because I didn't know that drag queens were, what do you call it again? The same
cisgendered.
Cisgendered drag queen.
I didn't either. I've been... For 5 years, I've called myself Coco Caliente because if you go check my Facebook page, it says my name, and underneath it says Coco Caliente. Yeah. So I've been considering myself a drag queen for years.
Okay. And it's not a group. It's not a female singing group.
No, it's
not. Okay.
But I didn't know that I could be one.
Okay.
So that was just my mind. Like, okay, this is what I am.
So was it like, in honor of like, just equal rights and equity as far as the drag queen stuff, or was it just fun and fancy free type thing? Or, like, how do you get into it? Like,
in all honesty, it was because I was watching RuPaul Drag Race, and I just loved how extra they were because I'm extra, and the makeup and everything, and so I just fell in love with it. And then I met Amari, and they told me that I could be a drag queen. I was like, no, I can't. I'm a female. I'm going to be a female dressing up as a female.
And they said, what?
They were like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I sing live. The first performance I do is normally a lip syncing one like the other drag queens. Yeah. And then my second performance, I sing live.
See, so you are a singer. I knew you were a singer, though. I was like, whether you're in drag or not, you're still a singer. Because I'm like Coco Caliente. So the picture that you posted with the hair, that's a wig. Mm-hmm. That's really nice.
I got like 5 wigs now. She's got her own part of my closet for her sequined outfits.
Oh, it's an alter ego.
Yeah. She has her own thing. And it's crazy because I didn't think that my family would be as accepting, because I'm stepping into an area that is mainly male dominated as far as the, men dressing up in drag. So I didn't know how my family would take it, and they actually have all been on board. My kids are on board. My kids actually helped me pick out some of my outfits, which I don't know if you know this, but every time that I've been at a networking event, I haven't picked out my own clothes. When I get dressed, my kids, okay, nope, let's change that, put this necklace on. My kids help me get dressed for any event that we go to because I am the face of our company.
And you had didn't you have like a pinstripe suit on with a hat?
Mm-hmm. That was my gangster outfit.
Yeah, that's hot.
Girl named Brian.
Okay, I said, look at her. So that was you was just out.
Yeah, that was my uncle's cholo party. So I just...
Okay. What's cholo?
It's like a Mexican gangster.
Oh,
so
okay.
he was like, everybody come in your gangster attire, and I get there, and I'm the main one that came like fully gangstered up.
Oh.
I was thinking like Queen of the South type stuff.
Oh, I like that.
I know,
okay.
too,
oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna binge watch that anymore. I binge watch it.
I did too.
It's a guilty pleasure. No, you didn't hear me say that.
No, you didn't hear that, guys.
So anyway, I'm just fascinated by that. Okay, so we're gonna move forward because I'll just talk to you about that another time. Okay. I'm not gonna get too much into that because this is community. Community knows what community needs. Okay. Anyway, but that is community as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell me a little bit more about your community endeavors because you're not only an entrepreneur, a mom, a drag queen. You do activist work within the Lansing area, right?
Yep. When we had our store, which we're rolling it over to Raina's shop, the Ray of Light Hair Studio.
Okay.
At our store, we took donations every month for a different charity.
Oh, that's nice.
So the whole month long, we would take donations. At the end of the month, whatever charity we had picked would come pick a winning ticket. Mm-hmm. Because for each item you donated, you got a ticket to win a gift certificate to shop in our store. We took donations for the Freetail store, Possibilities
and that's
Rescue.
The store in the mall.
Yeah.
Did they go through LEAP as well?
No, they did not.
They didn't. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
The guy that runs that store actually was part of the Cardboard Profits.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I've heard of that. Okay. So, with what you're doing. I mean, it's just really interesting. I'd love to partner with you, maybe my nonprofit with your with the pop-ups and things and do some type of clothing or food drive as we come into the holidays. I mean, because I do it every year. I started doing this and seeing my dad do this 36 plus years ago with the community, usually working with the churches. But I mean, if we could all get together and do like a huge pop-up and, work with some corporate sponsors to collect, food and essential items. I mean, we could have different stations, different pop-up, like food donation places all across Lansing because the thing that I think about is the food access, right? Mm-hmm. And how many people don't have cars and they want to get and they need or they want fresh, healthy food.
Right.
And so maybe we can bring it to them. That's just kind of what I thought about, and I know as I strategize on the air, but I just wanted to do that with you. I think that we could really do some great things in the community if we partner up and continue to work together to gather some more of the small businesses community and do some drives periodically, because I just wholeheartedly believe that we need to save ourselves, instead of waiting on someone else. And as we move forward and continue to time goes on, just continue to work together a little bit more. That's what I'm thinking.
I agree wholeheartedly. Raina actually came up with a pretty cool idea. So every pop-up, every Friday Moonlit Market, mm-hmm. we're going to have a canopy set up that we're going to take donations. Mm-hmm. And that'll be our donation canopy. People can bring gently used clothing for the youth and stuff like that. We're also working on getting it set up to where we can take toiletry items for women.
Yes, that's wonderful.
We want to have something set up in the front of the building so people can just drop them off there. They don't have to come inside. Mm-hmm. And if a young girl that doesn't have the money or whatever needs those items, this is a known pickup location to where you can just come grab your pads or whatever it is that you may need.
And that's nice because, I just think about being in that position, and if I'm in need of something, to come to somewhere where it's, somebody uses discretion and I don't have to put all my information or give it to you, and it's not a demeaning type of experience. It's someone reaching out their hand to me. And so just thinking about it like that, I think it's a very attractive way for some that are in need, or just, I don't want to say need. Sometimes you just might want some food. You might want some additional food in your household, you know. I just speaking, you know,
No,
I'm just saying, you know. But so anyway, as we move forward, before we go, because our time is growing near, and I knew this was going to happen with you, because I figured we'd get on here and we'd start talking and stuff. I mean, you know, we did this whole strategy thing about the holidays, right? On the air. But anyway, but I mean, you know, it's authentic, it's real, and I want people to feel like they can reach out to us and we can start to work together, because that's what this program is about. It's not about having everything be perfect, but it's about presenting information and helping people find resources and sewing together the fabric of the community. You're going to hear me say that. That's my thing. I like saying that. So what would you like to leave the audience with?
Well, I'm Anna, the owner of Better Than Yours Designs. If you need anything customized, we customize over 170 items. If you're looking for a location to set up and sell your products, you can reach out to me. The website or the Facebook and Instagram is Better Than Yours, URS Designs. We are fully family operated, functional. When you think of can't stop, won't stop, think of me, because I don't stop.
Hey, well, that's well said. I like that. And so, Anna, I've been calling you Anna.
It's okay.
I'm calling you Anna. Anna.
I'll just respond to both.
Okay, that's your birth name, Anna. Anna. Like, I respond when people say Yanis, but I'm Giannis. That's for all those people that call me Yanis. But anyway, with that being said, I want to thank you all for being here again on the Sunday or coming to the Sunday Chronicle. Thank you for being here, Anna. It's been a great time, and I'm going to sign out here and say this is the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Giannis Jackson, coming to you from Stacks 92.1. This is the community platform, because community knows what community needs. Make it a great day and a productive week. Bye.